How's it going, guys? And welcome to episode 3 of Gamers Advocates. I'm Brendan as usual. This is Brandon. Yeah. So to kick us off, and some news this week, Brandon's got a piece for us.
Yeah, actually, one big thing came up this week, Army of Two, done by EA. It was looking pretty good, but they actually pushed it back to March. Looking like some AI issues a little bit going on there.
Yeah, it looked like a pretty finished build. The last video I saw of it, It looked really clean and everything. Just one of those things where like a lot of cool co-op stuff where you're like boosting guys up and you're covering each other, and if he gets injured you drag him back. But for the most part, it's a shooting gallery where you just shoot a giant dude for a long time. That's the big advance that happened at the end of levels. So they said they're pushing it back for polishing issues. Is their
Yeah, not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, you look at this year already, plethora of games coming out. I mean,
incredibly,
just I mean, you got Assassin's Creed, you got Mario Galaxy on the Wii. I mean, you just got stuff coming out every week. So one game getting pushed back, not a big deal. Kind of like where GTA didn't hurt too much because
it was nice. We got time to catch up on stuff we were playing.
Exactly.
I welcomed that pushback.
Not necessarily a bad thing by any means.
And anytime you wait for a game, as long as it's perfect when it comes out, I mean,
of course, you
can't
complain.
Can't knock that. So, in other news, a little title came out for the Wii this past week. I didn't really have time to review it because we have so much going on as far as like the bigger releases. But it's Zack and Wiki on the Nintendo Wii, a little title from Capcom, guys. And this is got some hands-on time with it and everything. And again, can't do a full review, but wow! Not only is it only $40, so it's like one of those almost budget titles coming out of the gate.
It's nice.
But this is going to be a niche title, guys. One of those ones like Beyond Good and Evil that just slips under everybody's radar, but gets really good critical reviews and just, you know, everyone misses. So if you can, pick this game up. It's what the Wii was built for. Absolute must-have. Just a cool, old-school like adventure game, big bosses, stuff like that. Really imaginative, great overall. So
sounds good. I haven't got to try it yet, but probably later.
Really good, you know. So, and with that, let's hop right into Eye of Judgment for the PS3.
All right. Alright, so as you guys can see, that was Eye of Judgment on the PS3. Right off, I'm going to go ahead and go into the accessibility of the game. I'm going to go ahead and give that a 7. Mainly because Eye of Judgment, if you guys don't know, it uses the PlayStation Eye, and then it is actually taking a card battle game. You use actual cards, you lay them down on a mat, it reads them, brings them in. There's a lot of complex rules to card battle games if you guys haven't ever played them.
Yeah, frustrated me a lot.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, we battled a little bit and he got a little frustrated. But this is coming from a person that hasn't played a card battle game and jumping into it. It did an okay job of explaining it. You can jump in right away and start playing and learn it as you go, but it is kind of confusing. Brendan, who's played card battle games before, got a little mixed up with it, so I thought that was just kind of weird with it. So a little bit lower, but it does have plenty of tutorials. Read through the manual. You know, you can get some good points on it, but it's a little light on that area. So 7 on that. So
I'd probably agree with that.
Now with graphics with it, it's kind of cool because it uses a map that the PlayStation Eye looks down upon. Use the cards. The cards are really detailed for it, so they're really cool.
They have good art all around.
They do. The art design is really nice.
It's done by Wizards of the Coast, the guys who did the Magic the Gathering and stuff. So that kind of art style.
It is really good art with it. The in-game characters for it, everything looks really clean, pretty detailed,
crisp,
but
not the best overall package, especially on the PS3 that I've seen.
Just because mainly, I mean, you're playing on a board, you have that kind of in the background. Not a whole lot going on. Some cool effects that I've seen so far.
They have constant animations going and stuff. But
they have some cool stuff going on, but I'm going to give it a 7.5 on that. It's just a little light on it, and but it still looks good.
It's not the main focus.
Yeah, it's not the main focus, obviously. The cards are really detailed, which is nice to see. I did like that a lot. Now with the sound design on it, it's kind of weird. I'm kind of in between. I put it in, this like heavy metal music comes out. I'm like, sweet, this is cool. Getting my first battle. Same heavy metal music's going on, you know, light in the background. I'm like, alright, cool. Do a couple more. Same heavy metal music in the background. So that one, I'm going to have to give it a 6 because there are all the characters have voice and
sometimes
everything.
They have really funny voices, like you'll catch yourself laughing.
It's humorous, but a little light in that, so 6 on there just because it's the same song and everybody knows that gets a little old after
Yeah,
time.
totally.
Mana charge. Mana release. Summon. Attack.
Alright guys, that was a little bit of gameplay footage from my judgment, so naturally you're going to go in and talk a little bit about the gameplay with it. Like I said, card battle base, so you're using real cards. The object of it is, there's 9 fields on the mat. You have to control 5 before they look like you control 5. Pretty basic.
Yeah.
Use standard gameplay type cards in any of the card battle games. Different elements. You can purchase booster packs and everything like that. So there's some longevity to it. I believe there's some new themes coming out probably in the future too. So add a lot of different gameplay. This one is the Biolith Rebellion series that they're on right now. Has some cool story background to it all too. So
yeah, which is kind of cool. Yeah.
some cool stuff with the gameplay. I'm gonna go ahead and give it an 8.
Okay.
An
Wow.
8.
All right.
Really mainly just because it's. I have judgment as not so much of as a video game as it is like an entertainment package. So right now I'm reviewing it as a video game, and the gameplay throwing it at 8 because it's more of just thinking, throwing down cards.
It's not like an action thing or
not a whole lot going into it.
Yeah.
And it's cool with all the collecting cards and stuff like that. It's awesome stuff, but
It's
you
a
can
video
give it an
game.
8. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
video game as an 8.
That's fair enough.
And for the longevity of it, kind of depends on what they go with after this theme with the Biolith stuff.
And how well it sells by it.
Exactly. It's kind of hard to find right now.
Yeah.
Not in a lot of places. I actually had to go outside of my work to purchase it somewhere else because we haven't got it in yet. So.
Into mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as you can see there, but with longevity, gonna give it an 8 as well because could be really long if you get into it, collecting packs, you know,
Oh,
every
yeah.
month going out,
Awesome.
you know,
Yep.
buying a few every now and then, collecting good
Making
stuff
a master
there.
deck out of it.
Exactly, exactly, making a good deck out of it. So a lot of fun there. So overall, I judgment, I'm gonna give it 7.5. Not because I'm not trying to knock it all, but as a video game, I'm gonna say 7.5. And for the entertainment value, kind of bumps it up too, because there's not a whole lot of video game going on in it. But if you have the extra money, definitely pick it up for the PS3. It's a lot of fun, and if you think you're kind of into the card battle stuff, a lot of fun.
Sweet.